What's up, masculine family? Welcome back to the channel. So this is going to be episode number 2 in the podcast series. I'm going to just talk about a few things that I'm seeing, and I obviously need to name this something. So I'm just going to talk about what females and what males need or do value. So it's simple. It's really fucking simple. Females love attention more than anything in the world. Attention is their number one desire. It is the only thing that makes them feel like they're loved, like they're appreciated, and all that bullshit. This is exactly why they always want your fucking attention. Any man in listening to this that has ever been in love with a woman and she was in love with him, and they had a really good relationship, and all the norms, she was up his ass all the fucking time. Now, obviously, there's outliers. You know what I mean? There's outliers. There's some girls who are a little bit more reserved and don't want as much space. But I'm talking about 95% of the girls out there who are in a relationship with you. They're always blowing up your phone. They're always hugging you. They're always kissing you. They're always they're up your ass, right? My girlfriend's like this, and it's because this is just what they do when they're in love with you. Okay, so men use their attention that they give to women to get sex, right? Because sex is what we want. And then the attention, females use sex to get attention. So if you give too much attention and you're not getting anything in return for it, then you let this happen. If you let this happen, then it is completely your fault, and you're going to get friend zoned. You're just going to get friend zoned because she's going to get her validation. She's going to get her attention. She's just going to get what she wants from you without having to give anything to you, right? I'm sure you guys all know a friend who just gets taken advantage of by people, or always has been. I had this high school friend, right? One of the nicest guys I ever met, but he was such a pushover. Like, people would bully him and pick on him, and he wouldn't stand up for himself. And another dude that I knew, he was trying to chase this one girl that was pretty cute in our circle, but he bought her shit all the time. He bought her like $500 necklaces and bracelets and stuff like that, thinking that's gonna get anywhere to her heart. And she's like, I don't really like this guy. He buys me stuff and makes me feel good for a few minutes. And I'm like, yeah, And is that really her fault? I mean, it's in their nature to be like that. Like, is it really her fault, or is that his fault? Is that his fault for not knowing? Is that his fault for paying all this money and not validating or not seeing the reciprocation? And that's all I'm trying to say to you guys. Just pay attention and increase your own value. So this is the biggest thing that I see. Like, I see this all the time. Guys are men are so low self-esteem now. They don't try to increase their value. They actually look for women to increase how they feel about themselves, right? I see it all the time. I see dudes going after girls, and they're like, and I look at the guy, I can tell just by talking to him within a few paragraphs that he's definitely not on his purpose. He's not on his mission. He is. I bet you know what I mean? The first thing I think of when I see a lot of these DMs, and I don't want you guys to not DM me because I think this, okay? But I can just automatically tell because of how many people I talk to if you are high value or not, okay? Now, it's very rare that a high value person will reach out to me for help because they're high value, but it's happened. They just never understood the woman department, and they just didn't transfer their energy, their masculine energy, from business and their day-to-day life over to the relationship. The conditioning to treat women a certain way was still there for them. So anyway, pay attention to the way that chicks treat you, the reciprocation. If she's literally like, all right, if she's literally just sitting here going, yeah, you know what? I'm just going to blow this guy off. I'm not going to return his phone calls. your value to her is not high enough for her to spend her time on. Okay. So once you put yourself in the frame that you're the prize to be won, right? If you put yourself in the frame that she has to work for you, that she has to put herself out there for you, and she needs to earn you, that is when you're going to see a lot more results. Now, how do you get to this place is the biggest question that I get from all these guys, right? Because they're so afraid to, men are lost, right? You have to attack your 4 key areas, your pillars, all the shit that you're failing at. This is why men in their 30s and 40s are so attractive to women, because they've literally gone through the bullshit of their 20s. I feel like your 20s is for self-discovery. What the fuck are you here on this planet to do? Your 30s is for grinding and getting shit done and whatever, and then your 40s and so on are for reaping the rewards, right? So that's the way I look at it. So if you do it earlier, fucking all power to you. So, you know what I mean? Like, figure out your areas, get better at them, and be absolutely passionate about something, and do that every single day. It's not difficult. Like, you just got to find out what it is that you want to do every day. And see, the thing is, it's difficult for people to sit down and be like, I don't know if I could do that every day. Do it and see what it's like for 90 days, right? 30 days even. And if you get tired of it by the second week, ain't for you. Okay? So that's how you need to look at things. Okay? Just remember that attention is the only thing that they care about. So when you use that attention, again, what is sex? Sex is literally just your attention focused only on her, right? And I feel like when guys sleep with a girl and she's super attractive, guys are just willing to vomit their attention all over the place because they want that sex more. But it's because they don't value anything else in their life. They don't have anything else in their life that's going for them, that they're striving for. Like a fighter. Like, imagine, like, what do you think a fighter does? All a fighter is thinking about is that next fight. Training and training and training and training to that next fight. Why do you think fighters really like, I mean, and I'm talking about good fighters, the ones who don't get distracted, all right? Because I know there's just fucking people in the comments that are going to be like, yeah, you know what? This one fighter did that. No, I'm talking about the fighters who are good, the ones who don't get distracted. Do you think fighters care about what women do and what women think about them? Have a fighter's mentality. Done.